Good day. My name is Dan Duncan, and I'm going to talk to you today about accountability. How as nonprofit professionals and agencies we can be more accountable to the communities and the individuals we serve. But first, a little bit about myself. Again, my name is Dan Duncan. I'm a consultant and a human service professional for more than 40 years. I'm also, most importantly, a faculty member of the Asset-Based Community Development Institute at Northwestern University, the institute founded by John McKnight and Jody Kretzmann, based on the simple concept that everyone has something to contribute, everyone has some gifts. And I'm very excited and very pleased to be a member of the Creating the Future community. And that's why I'm here today, really talking to you about accountability, how we can be more accountable to the communities we serve. And for me, it starts with the ABCD lesson that everyone has something to contribute. Everyone has gifts and abilities. Therefore, our role needs to be broader than just providing services and creating clients. So that our role really as nonprofits should move from delivering service to fill up people's emptiness, to really working to remove barriers. Remove barriers so people have the opportunity to share their gifts and become a producer of their own and their community's well-being. Because for me, the path to accountability for everyone has three key roles. The first one, there are times when everybody needs to be a client, a patient, or a student. They need to be dependent on a professional because they've broken their leg, or they want to learn something, or they have an affliction. But that's not the only role that people can play. And in that role, it is about dependencies, and funders and agencies are in control. The second opportunity, the second role that people can play, though, is advisors. Advisors for institutional action. So at this point, we really ask people two key questions. What do you need? What are your issues? And how would you like services delivered? But it still drives institutional action. And it is about funders and agencies in control. The third role we have, the third opportunity, and this is where we can begin to really share our gifts, is that of a co-producer, a producer of their own and their community's well-being. In this instance, we ask a new question, and that new question is, what can you contribute? And then our role becomes, how do we help people share that contribution to build stronger, safer neighborhoods, families, and communities? So to help do that, I think there's 5 questions that agencies can ask themselves. The first one is, what are those things that people can do themselves around the work we do? Because many of the things people can do themselves. And in fact, we need them to do them if we're going to be successful. The second question is, what are those things we need to do together? Where are those ways where we can work together with the people we serve? The third question is, what are those things that only we can do? What are those things that require a professional, if you will? What are those things only we can do? And then to help unlock these activities and these gifts, the next 2 questions. What are those things that we could stop doing? This is how we can learn to lead by stepping back. What are those things that we can stop doing because people can do them themselves? And then finally, what are those things we can help to do to help create that resident community action? If we focus on these 5 questions, we can create amazing communities of care and compassion and greater accountability. I'm Dan Duncan. Thank you very much.